we're going to go bowling. Whatever it is that we want to do, we're going to do it. And you're comfortable with doing that. I just need you to be open and honest. Like, just be honest about what you want and what you don't want, what you can and cannot deal with. And I'm not going to lie, sex is very important to me. I'm a very sexual person. So someone who is comfortable in the bedroom and that's also open to constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Because for your ex, they want work for me and vice versa. And you need to be comfortable enough to have those conversations with that person. I've been in that situation where I was not satisfied in the bedroom and I will never do it again.
That's what the same gentleman. So for the men who are watching, and obviously we don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, I will never tell.
What was the problem? And I'm getting an inkling of what it was. What was the problem?
So he was not, what can I say?
You can say whatever you want.
I don't want to so he was not very comfortable within his body. So whenever we had sex, he always had on clothes. I'm not joking. He pull it through the boxer. Oh.
How long? This was 9 months. Was this 9 months? You guys.
9 months. I'd never seen him fully naked once. I've asked him.
I've never heard that.
I'm telling you.
I've never.
You cannot make this shit up. I would ask him to take a shower with me. He was not comfortable taking a shower with me. Head game was whack. Whack.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let me.
And you try to coach it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Let me teach you what works for me. Because I said I am open.
Yeah.
And I believe in effective communication.
Yeah. And you have to train them for the next woman.
Yeah. I'm just saying. So yeah, it was just not good. And it was just not good at all.
So he just wouldn't he just was like, I refuse to.
And it was simple things. I'd be like, let's watch porn. He's not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And everyone's like, he's gay. And I was like, he's not gay.
He would say that watching porn?
No, my friends.
Oh, your friends would say he's gay. Okay, gotcha.
Like, he's gay. I was like, he's not gay. And they're like, something's wrong with that nigga. I'm like,
yeah.
No. I'm like, everybody's not into everything and they get that. But you have to be open to please your partner.
You do. Now because when you mentioned porn, I'm like, okay, I could see that because some people would probably be like, I don't want to watch porn, but I'm open to doing what you want me to do. But just to be like, nah, I'm not doing that. And nothing's wrong with me. My last partner, because I had Bobby. She was a guest I had on here. She's the owner of the Harold's Chicken in Ice Bar out here. Yeah. And she was saying the same thing as you said. And I know that to be true too. Everybody's not the same. The tricks that you may have done with this person or what this person enjoyed before is not the same way with this person. So I think it's effective communication if you want something and you know that this is a big thing with the partner that you're with. But out of all the stuff I've heard, I've never heard somebody keeping their clothes on that's. Was this a Mormon?
No, he was from Atlanta.
Yeah, he's from Atlanta.
From Atlanta, born and raised. Yeah. And he was a big guy, he was 6'4".
Yeah.
And he used to be a bodybuilder, but he had
to go.
Yeah. So I get that. You may not have been 100% comfortable within your body, but if you're trying, and this was a guy who wanted to marry me. I'm like, if you're trying to marry me, I want a man that's going to get in the shower with me. We going to take a bath together. I need you to be naked. I want to feel skin on skin contact. So he
would wear a coat, hat, and boots. Was he?
He kept his Timbs on.
What was that, Mr. Marcus? Was it? What's the other dude who always wear the Timbs? I know since you be watching flicks, you probably know what I'm talking about. Because I had to look up. I did a thumbnail, by the way, for you guys. Because I had a guest who did porn, and he cheated on his wife with his co-star and got his co-star pregnant.
Oh, wow.
And I was just looking up a porn star to put on a thumbnail, and I looked up Miss London, and I went on her Instagram, and she took a picture with the dude who wears the Timbs. I can't think of his name, but he always rocking the Timbs.
There's a couple of them. I just know their
Mr. Marcus wears the hat. Mr. Marcus, he good that. I don't know what kind. It's always tight. Yeah, old school, superhead. Yeah.
Again,
that is crazy. Was he wearing briefs? What is this?
He would wear regular boxers.
Regular boxers. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy.
I literally can't make this shit up. Some of the stories. That's why
And this was even on the first time. The first time
yeah. So the first time.
This is crazy.
The first time we had sex, I counted it as it's the first time. Sometimes the first time can be weird, right?
Yeah.
So I just chopped it up. Like, it didn't last long. It wasn't that great. I was like, nerves can definitely be part of this situation for the first time.
Go ahead.
So then the second time it was the same. And I'm, okay. And so like I tried to work with him and it just did not get better. But he treated me like
everything else
was so good. Like, we would have fun together. He was very respectful. He wanted to get married. He wanted to have children and all that stuff. So it was good, but I was just, this can't be forever. Like, I'm not happy. Like, I'm not satisfied at all. If I have to get my toy and my man is laying next to me, there's a problem. But that became our routine.
Yeah.
And he was okay with that.
And he was okay with you doing that.
And I was like, yeah, no, this can't be my life.
Because some people, and I've had this conversation with other guests, and I'm going to ask you, and it seems to be high on your list. Because some people, as we get older, we will say that sex isn't that important. And I know you're shaking your head, right? To me, it's important, but I don't think it's as important as it once was when I was young because of other things that I do. Because some people just get married or get with people just, as we said before, the one guy
have a companionship.
Yeah. Or the guy you said he wanted to lock you down just because you were pretty.
Yeah.
And I think some dudes want to lock women down just for sex. They don't care. She never had to work on anything in her life in terms of her personality. She never had to work on being a good person. She never had to work on being caring, affectionate, and these other things that as a human being, you would naturally want somebody like that. But if all it is that the only time you guys see eye to eye is in bed, and then after that, everything else is just silence, I think that's an issue. So I guess some people, and I'm not saying you're being superficial, but I know some people would be like, he treated you like a queen. You had fun with the guy, but it's just he was lacking in this one area. But the way you explained it was he just wasn't
willing to work on it. And there were some other issues within our relationship. Not just sex wasn't the only issue. There was other issues, like he was jealous of the relationship that I had with my mother because he didn't have that type of relationship with his mother. So me being so involved in my mom's life was an issue for him. So there was other issues. Sex wasn't the only issue, but sex was definitely a big issue. And it's not the only thing, but for me and my life and what I want, I'm very affectionate. I'm very loving. I'm very much that touchy-feely person. And if I don't get that back from you, I'm not getting what I need in the relationship. And it's not only just the sexual part of it, but it's also the intimate part within your relationship. Because intimacy doesn't equal sex.
Definitely not.
And a lot of people don't understand there's a difference between being intimate with a person and having sex. So I was lacking the sexual part, but I was also lacking the intimacy part as well. And it's like something as simple as like him not having his shirt off and I'm laying on his chest watching a movie. Being close without it being sexual. If you're not comfortable with taking your shirt off, I can't do that either.
Yeah.
So it's like, there were so many things, and like I said, he was a great guy. He just was not the guy for me. I have never been uncomfortable taking my clothes off in front of a person that I'm about to have sex with.
Right.
Because if I am, I shouldn't be having sex with that person. If you're not comfortable being naked, you shouldn't be being intimate with that person.
No, it would be times where I would go on a towel or something like that, or hurry up and put on my briefs or my boxers or something. When I say briefs, boxer briefs, I don't wear the tighty whitey shit or the, but they call them dun-dun-duns, not Superman underwear. Yeah. So yeah, but I could understand that, especially if you felt like, if you know you used to look a certain way and you're like, I'm not who I used to be. I don't feel comfortable. I think that's one of the things with weight loss motivating is to look in the mirror at yourself in the morning and be like, hey, is this where you want to be at?
Exactly.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
If you can look in the mirror, I don't want to go to the gym. You can look in the mirror and be like, is this where you want to be, and talk to yourself? I think that's good motivation.
You and I,